At first glance, it looks like a mirage. A train suspended in the air, gliding gracefully over the streets and river as if defying gravity. No rails on the ground, no intrusive columns, just a hanging monorail and a metallic whisper, traveling above the rooftops of Wuppertal, Germany. Its name, Schwebebahn. Its purpose? To transport people as if taken from a science fiction novel written at the dawn of the 20th century. But don't be fooled. This floating machine is far from new. Its history is filled with mysteries, visionaries, impossible accidents, and a nearly poetic determination to stay alive. In the early 1900s, when the world was just beginning to get used to trams and the first automobiles, Wuppertal unveiled something radical: an electric hanging train. Not on invisible cables, but suspended from a steel framework that curved along with the city like an aerial ribcage. It was the work of engineer Eugen Langen, who dreamed of a form of transport that would neither disrupt traffic nor scar the landscape. What was his solution? That the train should hang, that it should glide through the sky like a mechanical dragonfly, immune to congestion, noise, and the rules of convention. The design was so bold that visitors thought it was part of a fairground attraction, a temporary illusion. But more than a century later, it's still there, firm, humming in the air like a steel signature across the Wuppertal sky. From the beginning, the Schwebebahn was not just about engineering, it was about vision. Its sleek form and futuristic movement captured the imagination of early 20th century minds. While other cities focused on expanding streets and adding buses, Wuppertal dared to look up. This vertical leap wasn't just functional, it was symbolic. A city rising above limitations, literally and figuratively. One of the strangest episodes occurred in 1950. As part of a publicity stunt, a small circus decided to put a young elephant named Tuffi aboard the Schwebebahn. The goal was simple: to show that the system was so safe that even a multi-ton animal could ride it without issue. But Tuffi was not in the mood for marketing. Midway through the ride, startled by the train's movements and sounds, she broke through a window and jumped into the Wupper River that winds beneath the track. Miraculously, she survived with only a few scratches. The train, on the other hand, earned a permanent legend: the day an elephant accidentally took flight. To this day, that event is part of the city's folklore. Local children grow up hearing the story of the flying elephant, and a mural commemorates the moment near the riverbank. It's this blend of surreal humor and industrial heritage that makes the Schwebebahn feel almost magical, like a fairy tale written in steel. So how does this airborne marvel work? Unlike traditional trains, the Schwebebahn hangs from a top rail. The motor and wheels are above, hidden inside the steel frame that snakes through the city like a gleaming vein. From below, it looks like a creature in midair, moving gently among trees, buildings, and rivers. Its path follows the natural course of the valley. In some sections, it rises above the Wupper River as if watching over it. In others, it floats above narrow streets and historic neighborhoods with almost choreographed delicacy. It doesn't impose itself on the landscape, it blends into it. Its route too feels poetic, curving, swooping, and stretching through the city like a line of calligraphy in motion. The Schwebebahn isn't just efficient, it's elegant. And for first-time passengers, the feeling of flight just above the rooftops creates a unique mix of thrill and nostalgia. Over time, many cities abandoned their elevated systems due to noise, maintenance costs, or changing trends. But Wuppertal never gave up. The Schwebebahn was modernized, electrified, digitized, new carriages arrived, the structures were reinforced, yet its essence remained untouched. A machine that floats, resists oblivion, and becomes part of the soul of a city. Today, as thousands of people use it daily, it still inspires wonder. Tourists stop to take pictures. Children gaze upward in awe, and locals, though used to it, still defend it as a symbol of civic pride. Not everyone can say their public transport hangs from the sky. The Wuppertaler Schwebebahn is not just a train, it's a silent witness to time, a challenge to urban logic, a piece of engineering that doesn't age, but floats between eras. Riding it means stepping into a living story, one that hasn't finished being written, and as long as it continues gliding over the waters of the Wupper, we'll keep asking how it was ever possible, and why, despite everything, it remains so utterly captivating.